Okay. I don't know if you guys can see me. As you can see, I'm actually unbraiding my hair because it's getting weird. I have to unbraid my hair because, I have to clean it. I think I'm gonna braid them again, but then I have to do my thing. So starting with what am I doing? What am I gonna say? Oh, welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't really do this, like vlogging or whatever the F that is and stuff like that. But oh my gosh. Hold on. I'll get to you. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. This is actually hard. Oh no. No, no, I have to change that. Okay, before I get to this, I'm just doing this to document. I don't know. I should have done this a long time ago. Document the journey as I'm actually working on this project. Uh, and yeah, it's fleeting. I'm just gonna say it like that. It's really fleeting. It's really fleeting. It's really awesome. It is something. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, it's really fleeting. It's really awesome. I released a I released a trailer for the game, right? Which is like, okay, cool. I released the trailer for the game, and so far it's good. Although I got like a few viewers and all that, but then I can't blame them because the channel of mine is actually like, it's got small amount of people, like, number of subscribers and stuff. But I know for a fact it's gonna grow. At least 100, I guess. I don't know. At least 100 to like it reaches at least 100. Yeah, yeah, at least. So that it'll be much easier for me to actually like give access to like people like my stuff to people and stuff. Um, I also did some animations last year. Was it last year? Last year, year before last? I don't know. But I released episodes like Chronicle Express and stuff like that, and I got some good receptions from it. Top like for the first time ever was like, oh, I got some viewers. But the um one video that I actually posted that really got me a lot of views, that really put me there actually, was Rock Consumed. uh I was supposed to do an anniversary for it, but then I was like, nah, let me not do that, because I have to focus on the project I'm working on, which is Devoted, the Boys Save the World. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone is aware of it and stuff, which is cool. Um, yeah, but so far it's actually good. It's really good. The project is going out good. The album specifically, I had to redo some parts because I already did record majority of the songs, but then some of them weren't mastered. I think dozens of them weren't mastered yet, and then there's some that are like already mastered, but I'm not sure if they're gonna be there in the project because one, specifically, like when it comes to this project, we're looking for the subject matter that will go very well with the project in order for it to actually meet the narrative of this album or mixtape, if you want to put it that way. So yeah, still on the works. It's been what now? I've been working on this thing since what, 2022. And I remember I remember vividly, like I think I was still in high school. I was in grade 11 specifically when I started out on working on the project and stuff. Was when I think I was writing a script for like a horror movie that I so wanted to do with one of my friends. When I told him, I remember vividly, like I called a meeting, was like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna give you this specific character, and I'm gonna give you that specific character so that you can actually do it. And it's gonna be like a found footage film. You know, it's gonna be like a mixture of a found footage film and a and what else? Yeah, it's gonna be like a found footage film and then like a normal looking film and stuff like that. Goodness gracious, this thing is dark. Hold on. Okay, doesn't matter. So yeah, it was supposed to be that, but unfortunately, I had to put that on hold because circumstances, and there's so many things that happened in that year that really they made me lose concentration of working on that project, guys. So yeah, sorry, but we're not there anymore because our main focus right now is to work on this project. At first, I was gonna call it "The Boy You Saved the World," but then I feel like that feels too much. So I had to come up with other things. But then I want to keep the title "The Boy You Saved the World" because really it makes sense and all that. So, what is the best way for you to be able to save the world? And it is through devotion. Then, boom, devoted. The Boy You Saved the World. That's when the idea comes in. The idea came in 2020, 2023, 2024, when I decided to say, yeah, it's going to be called Devoted. The Boy Saved the World. I was going to call it Devoted only. But then I was like, nah, it has to feel more. So I just like, okay, Devoted, The Boy Saved the World. So yeah. Uh Project is still on the works. I released the trailer for the video game version. So basically the video game version of the game. A version, what am I saying? The video game version of this project I'm working on is there to promote the the album and the film. The film is there. It's like the film is just like the final cut of the album I'm working on. It's gonna be like the final piece of the piece of the puzzle and stuff like that. You know, that way, in a way, people can actually enjoy. Because I mean, if you think about it, nowadays when you listen to certain projects, and I'm not gonna like say, oh well, I'm not gonna complain, but I feel like there's something missing when it comes to having an album or mixtape experience, and is it is what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, experience. It's like experience. I feel like whenever I listen to a specific album by a specific artist, it has nothing to do with budget. Like some will say it's budget, right? Which is understandable. But then I feel like to say it's budget, it feels like that's like a sorry excuse because now you have the amounts of money for you to actually build this project. Like give an experience of that project, like an album. But then it's not enough in a way. Not that it's like, hey, you give your all and all, but if you had an alternative where you can actually build a world out of it, like specifically for me, I want to build a world for this album I'm working on. I need it to be something that feels like you're living in it in a way, like you're actually going through the same stories as you going as one I'm going through in within Midas or anything like that. And that project will be the only, I guess, to revert back there. I guess some people know me as Midas, which is like cool. It's awesome. I'm still consider myself Midas. It's just that as an artist now, I just need to grow out of it. Y'all can still call me Midas. Don't get it twisted. But I now prefer myself as Cello Zebra because it's one thing that I can identify myself as an individual, and it's something that I need to be very proud of. And while Cello Zebra is like derived from my full name and my middle name. I just kept it short because it'll be much easier for people to like pronounce it and stuff. I don't. You don't have to hear, oh, you got this rapper called Mbuiselo Zibusi. Nah, man, no. It's Celo Zibu. Celo Zibu. Simple as that. So, yeah. I don't know where I was, but okay. I'm reverting back. So back to this, thing about projects. I want this project to feel alive. I want this project to feel like you're living in the world. I need to give that um, amusement park feeling. I want to give a feeling where it's like you're going into like a theater or an amusement park whenever you listen to like my album, or you watch the film or something like that, or you play the video game. Some people would say like that's, you're doing an album rollout if you were to like release a trailer and then you're gonna release like um maybe a vlog or a documentary or something like that. So I was like, okay, actually that's a good idea. I mean, like, you want to give a world, you want to like create a world, and you want to create like an experience for someone to actually enjoy this album so that they can just go back to it as time goes, and people will start appreciating. It's like, oh man, you know, I I listened to this project like a few years ago, and I now want to go back to it. I want to give that experience to somebody else, and I hope you find that in that project. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna edit this video, but I'll just give my last 2 cents, and it's that. Oh, yep, my dad's back. But anyways, my last 2 cents is that as you guys are expecting to wait for this album and this project and stuff like that, just know that the years, like 4 years, is actually worth the wait, because then you'll end up appreciating something that will never go away. And I know for a fact it's gonna like happen. So, oh, that's my dad. Okay, let me just wrap this up quickly. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Um, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. But yeah, I want to give like an experience to all of you. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like edit this video, but it doesn't matter. I just want to speak my mind. Uh, Peace out, guys.